Though the new Samsung Galaxy Note device does have some new design choices that make it feel even more premium, it does omit some of the features that we loved about the one from last year. It's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And here is your first and quick look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 versus the Galaxy Note 4. Normally, the Samsung Galaxy Note series differentiates itself from the Galaxy S line on the design front, but this year that just isn't the case. Comparing the two devices, you can already see where it gets its inspirations from. The Note 4 seemed like a phone that really tried to be executive with its leather on the backing and the metal frame that we already loved in the Note 4. But the metal frame returns now in the Note 5 and takes on the design from the Galaxy S6. But that also means a dual glass panel design that might make this one of the most delicate and also most expensive phones you don't want to be dropping anywhere. The Galaxy Note 5, though, still retains everything that the Note 4 already had in its design, including the button layout with the fingerprint scanner that's embedded into the home button up front that now is of a press design instead of the swipe design that the Note 4 started from last year. And the press design does seem to fit very well, and it does allow for an easy way of unlocking the phone. But also the Galaxy Note 5 does shed a millimeter about in all directions, so it does feel a little bit more narrow and a little bit smaller, just that tiny bit from the Note 4. Nonetheless, though, the material choices make the Note 5 feel a little bit more premium and a little bit denser. That's not to say that the Note 4 feels cheap anymore, it's just that the premium editions of the materials in the Note 5 are the upgrade that it needed in this year's edition. Where we see the same features return are mostly in the display. The Galaxy Note 5 features a 5.7-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display that is just as good, if not even better, than the one that we found in the Note 4. And it's enjoyable for everything from media to text reading to all of the multitasking and work that you would be doing on either of these devices. And really, we do think that the Super AMOLED construction is still doing very well for the Note series. Now in performance, we now have a bit of a change in the Note line because after the Galaxy S6, Samsung decided to put Exynos processors across all of their devices, and that is now the case in the Note 5. Now it's going to be very powerful, especially with 4GB of RAM that is made for all of the multitasking that you're going to need, and that is a bit of a bump up from the Galaxy Note 4 that had the Snapdragon 805 processor backed by 3GB of RAM, but still, the Note 4 should be able to provide all of the performance that plenty of users still need, so it doesn't lose too much ground on that front. And then, of course, we have the construction of the S Pen, which we will cover a little bit here. The Note 4 S Pen did nestle itself into the bottom right corner pretty well, and it was pretty easy to pop out. But now, the construction of the S Pen on the Note 5 allows it to be flush with the design. And the reason why is because the top portion is now of a clicky design. You'll be able to even click it like a regular pen, but it clicks into the chassis and kind of keeps itself out of the way until you pop that thing out, and then you're able to pull out the S Pen from there. Now, where you're probably going to find some real holes from the Note 4 to the Note 5 is in hardware, and that's because the Note 5, taking on the design of the Galaxy S6, does have to omit a couple of key features, and that is the expandable storage and also the removable battery. Expandable storage is something that I know a lot of users are going to have some problems with, and because of that, the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 will come in 32 or 64GB storage options, no 128 unfortunately, and I'm sure a lot of people will be pining for what should have been a micro SD card slot somewhere on this design. In the Note 4, it was underneath the back